It's a big wide swatch. There you go. Hey guys, welcome back. It's got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I've really been loving pinks, and definitely a kind of defined, super blushy cheek. So those are kind of the sort of favorites that I have. I have some newer things that I just picked up recently, some revisited favorites, just some good things. So if you are new here, my name is Leslie. Welcome. I love to do favorites videos, new at the drugstore, get ready with me's, reviews, some home and fashion content, just a lot of fun stuff here on my channel. So if you're new, I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and stuck around for a while. I'd love to have you here on my channel. So yeah, we're chatting about favorites, so let's get to them. Okay, so first off for eyes, I just grabbed this and one other shade off Amazon recently. This is one of the Revlon Color Stay Day to Night palettes, and this one says new shade. This is Pretty. Pretty. That's a cute name. I love that. So I have this on my eyes right now. I think this is so pretty. I'm really impressed with this. There is a warm toned one that I really want that looks gorgeous. That one has been sold out, but I love pinks. So I was excited to get this one. And then I also got the kind of purpley plum sort of one. That one's beautiful too. So I have, I actually have just a little bit of bronzer in my crease. And then I have some of this on the outer part of my lid, kind of outer corner. And then I have a little bit of this kind of over it. And then I went back in with a little bit more of this. And then I have this on my lid with some setting spray. It's so pretty. Now this one is sparkly. It has shimmer in it for sure. Yeah, it's got a little micro shimmer. So if you don't like that, just FYI, it's in there. I think it's beautiful. I think it's really, really pretty on the eyes. This kind of pinky shade. This one's kind of like a light metallic pink. And then this one is kind of more of a, like a rusty pink is how I would describe that one. And then I'll swatch the matte shade for you also. Now I think this works best like paired with your bronzer or some other shadows to kind of finish out the look, because I wouldn't just want, I mean, I could use this one in my crease kind of as a blending shade, but I kind of like to use it with a bronzer to just kind of have a softer blend. So that's how I like to wear this palette. But I mean, theoretically, you could use this in your crease. But look how pretty that one is. I love sparkly shadows. I'm definitely not one of those people that's like, ooh, I don't want shimmer in my eyeshadow. I think it's fun. I mean, especially if it's not chunky glitter. I think it just kind of catches the light so beautifully. So fun. This reminds me kind of like MAC Just a Wisp blush. Is that even still around? I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that, but in a shadow. So beautiful. I feel like this is a semi-unique shade. You don't see quite as much, especially in the drugstore. It's just a pretty palette with a beautiful pink color story. Then for blush, I have a couple different favorites. Like I said, I've been really into just kind of more defined blush. I don't know, just brighter and more blush. And I think it just looks very kind of springy and warm weather-like and fun. I just like it. So I have a couple different favorites. Let's start with the one that I don't have to be quite as light-handed with it, which is another Laura Geller blush. I know, I talk about these all the time, but it's because I love them so much. I reach for them a ton. They're just some of my very favorite blushes ever. I just love them. I could go on and on and on. Y'all know this. This is no surprise if you're not new to my channel. You know how much I love her blushes. So this is one of the Baked Blush and Brightens, and this is in Starfish Island. Starfish Island. I mean, that just sounds like a vacation? Starfish Island. You know, so if you're going on vacation, a little beach vacation, this would be perfect because of the color, but also the name. So Starfish Island is kind of just a bright coral, like a bright corally shade. Ooh, this is so pretty. I love this. And you could pair this with, was it Peachberry that I just mentioned recently? You could like use this first kind of a little bit lower on your cheeks and then use Peachberry a little bit higher because that's a kind of a lighter version of this, more of the light peachy version. This is more of the deeper coral. But look how beautiful. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, which is so flattering on the cheeks. Really, really nice. If you have texture on your cheeks, I feel like this still gives that beautiful glow, but doesn't accentuate texture. I have more texture on this cheek, and I feel like it just, you know, works well there. Her blushes are just so beautiful. I even think they're beautiful in the pan. I'm gonna tap on this a little bit so you can kind of see the design a little bit more. Like, look how beautiful, just all the different colors happening in it. They're gorgeous to look at. I think that's why they're so kind of color correcting and forgiving, is that it's not just one solid color. It kind of has different things happening in there, and that little bit of glow. Ooh, it's just beautiful. I love them. So if you're looking for a good kind of beach vacation blush, Starfish Island, gorgeous. Now this next favorite, you're gonna look at it and go, how in the world does that work for you and your skin tone? I have to be so light-handed with this blush, but it is beautiful. I love it. It's one of the Flower Beauty blush balms, and this is in Bitten. I love the formula on these. I love the packaging too. I think it's so cute that you can see the color on it. That's adorable. Look at this shade though, y'all. It's like a deep, rich wine blush color. I mean, even that right there, it's a very deep shade. So I have to get the tiniest amount, put it on either like a paper towel or something next to me or on the back of my hand, and then use the tiniest little bit and really blend it out. So for me, I have to be super light-handed with it. But if you have a deeper skin tone than me, oh my goodness, this is gonna be so pretty on you. This blends well. I just think this is such a gorgeous color. It's just kind of like a berry wine shade. I would love this in a lip color too. This color is just stunning. So, and it has a good kind of staining effect to it also. So I would just kind of stipple it on very, very light-handed, wear it by itself, or I would top it with something else. Like today I topped it with Laura Geller, but it's just beautiful. Has a little bit of a kind of satin sheen to it, which is also gorgeous. So something like this, I'm really starting to like cream cheek products, especially if they have kind of a staining effect, because especially for warmer months, I mean, it kind of gives you that like long wear. As long as it's not kind of that really gel-like or super hydrating that feels tacky, I like that this really sets down and it wears very well. So it has a staining effect to it, really sticks around on your cheeks well, so it wears really well by itself, but it also is great for layering with other things. It's just good all around. Good price point, adorable packaging, such a pretty color, great formula. I love everything about this. It's just good. And there are other shades in this that definitely like work better for me, that I don't have to be as light-handed and careful with it. But I still just love this one. And last up for lips, since I've been going more kind of a little bit brighter on my eyes and definitely brighter on my cheeks, I've been going more neutral on my lips, and this is my favorite standout combo. These two right here, so pretty together. So this is one of the NYX Lip Pencils, so affordable, so good, and this is in Peekaboo Neutral. Peekaboo Neutral. And this is just a beautiful kind of peachy nude neutral shade. So good. You can fill in your lips with this. Such a pretty color. That's a big wide swatch, so you can kind of see what it'll look like if you fill in your lips. There you go. And then this is one of the Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumpers, and this is in Bare Pink. This is really just kind of a very light, almost like milky, icy pink. But I love the formula on these. I think they look really flattering on the lips. Just very kind of shiny. And because of that, I think they make your lips look more full. There is a little bit of like a cooling sensation on the lips, but I feel like more of the kind of plump look has to do with it looking so glossy. But just a beautiful kind of sheer neutral pink. Bare Pink's a good name for it. And they pair really nicely together. What I did today is just kind of apply a little bit of the liner around the outsides of my lips and just barely bring it in. But most of it is my natural lip color and then just a little bit of this. Obviously, this on top. I have a lot of this on so you can kind of see the color of that. But my lips do have natural pigment to them. So there it is, such a pretty neutral lip combo, both affordable, both really good. Something about glossy lips, I really like glossy lips in more summer, well not summer yet, but like warmer months, you know, just because it looks a little bit more effortless. It doesn't look kind of as heavy, but I do still love a bright pink, like a bright coral or a bright pink as well. But I do love a glossy lip too. Anyway, this is a good combo. So pretty. Okay guys, those are all my favorites. So hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you've been loving, or maybe not so much loving. Let me know what you've been up to recently. I would love to hear that. Ask me any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video.